Hello, this is Renee from Angelic Comfort, and welcome to your weekly card pull, where you get to choose the card that resonates to you. I want to take a brief moment here to send out healing prayers and energy to those who are fighting the fires and suffering the loss of homes and businesses and just the land, the trees in general out in California with the wildfires. And for those who are in West Virginia who have suffered loss and of home and family and just property and everything, and those who are volunteering to help support them and bring things back to normal as quickly as possible. It's just been a horrible thing between the wildfires and the flooding. And most of, I know the U.S. is going through sort of a drought right now, too. So I'll take a moment to, send out prayers and healing energy to all of those in need during this time. Here we go. Here are the three cards to be dealt for this week. And a fourth one did come out, which is actually for everybody. And at the end of the three reveals, I will present the fourth card and you will understand exactly why it pertains to everybody. Spirit wanted this for everybody. So no matter what card you choose or choose any number of cards that resonate to you, the fourth card is for everybody. So take the time now to study the cards and which one are you drawn to or ones are you drawn to. Remember, at any point in time, you can stop the video to focus in on these cards. You don't have to let it play right through. So go right ahead and stop the video at this point in time to focus in on the cards and see which one or ones resonate to you. So whenever you're ready, you can restart the video. Here we go. If you chose card one, what an awesome card really it is. It's being poised. And if you'll see the angel or the fairy who is up on top. She's reaching for the stars. She's feeling very confident in herself, in her higher self, her inner knowing, is right there. You can see it on her dress. And she's happy and she is so ready. She is ready. She is ready for everything that hard, that she's been working for, everything that she's been striving for. She's reaching, like I said, for the stars. So, right now it's about being ready and about being your best, and your own self confidence. Anything that you want right now really is within your reach. Okay. And your skills are very sharp. You're knowledgeable. You've got lots of wisdom. I mean, there's so many things that are right there for you. This is definitely the time you need to be confident and trust in yourself in order to accomplish these dreams, these goals. Um, and then, if you want to talk about with a relationship, you're entering a time right now within your relationships, whether it be love, friendships, or these new connections that are just entering your life or soon to be coming in. Everything is really good. It's really a good place to be. You're feeling very good about yourself, and you're not feeling good about yourself in an egotistical way. Don't get that, you know, don't get me wrong with that. You're feeling good about yourself as you're being your authentic true self. So really what you need to do is to just continue feeling confident. Your success in whatever it is that you're working towards is very, very concrete at this time. But if you don't feel, that you're ready, and, it's okay. Really, it's fine. And some people, that's what this card might be about, is that you're just not ready. The time is not right, and you shouldn't force it. You shouldn't force, your success. You shouldn't force relationships, anything like that. Just don't worry, about the deadlines and stuff. Everything is going to happen in its own time. Okay. And if you need to postpone anything or, just you're not finished with it and you don't feel secure, then go ahead and, postpone. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you. It can only benefit you, really. So don't take, the attitude of fake it till you make it. Just go ahead and make sure that you are confident and comfortable within yourself and finished with those projects that you are working towards to get the final success that you are looking for. So Don't worry about disappointment. You're not going to disappoint yourself or anybody else. Stop being so hard on yourself. So either you're ready or you're not. So either way, it's all good. Really, trust me, it's all good. If you chose card two, this is a really cool card too. I really like this. I love the ballerina. She's in the box and the cat. Of course, it's one of my animal totems, and I just adore cats. But the cat's kind of like playing with a petal that she's dropped or a piece of wrapping, and she's within her higher self. You see her higher self on the face of the box, and she's just sort of like dancing and kind of playing carefree-ish with the cat, offering the cat a gift. And of course, it's a star. And the cat's, again, reaching for it, kind of like number one. But I absolutely love this card. It's so pretty. And, I see hearts and free flowing. And the color is pink, which is the color of the heart chakra. It's healing. It's love. It's everything you can think of wrapped up in this card. But the exchanging of gifts. And most would feel, looking at this card, you would say, oh, it's the time of year for weddings or anniversaries, maybe some birthdays, and there could be gift exchange. But that's not really what this card is talking about. What this card is talking about is being able to give, but also receiving from others. And it doesn't necessarily mean a gift. It could mean help, assistance with something, when you need somebody to talk to, somebody being there with you, for you, the exchanging of gifts. It's a balancing of being able to give but yet receive. Are you one who's always giving but not receiving? Are you one who maybe is always receiving but a little bit tight when it comes to giving to others? Whether it be you feel you don't have time, or you feel that your life is just too busy, you know, being able to give and to receive is a balancing act, and it's something that we all need within our lives. So taking a look at this is that, make sure that you are receiving when you do give something. And the same thing comes with relationships, whether it be a relationship intimately or with friends and family, acquaintances, anything like that. Do not be a codependent. Do not give for love, and you're not receiving. That's codependency. That is an unhealthy relationship, whether it be with, like I said, an intimate relationship or friends or family. There seems to be a lot of this going around. I also see this on the internet a lot, and I hear from a lot of people that are in relationships or about ready to get into relationships. Again, focus on, why are you getting into this relationship? Why are you in a relationship with this type of a person? Make sure that things are balanced out. And like I said, it doesn't have to be just intimate, but in general, in all your relationships within your life, are you giving and receiving? Are you just receiving and not giving? I mean, these are things, like I said, you need to really sit down and think about. For those of you who are always giving and not receiving, you need to take a step back and take a look at what it is that you are doing. Why are you, like I said, focusing or within this relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is? It might be time to cut the cord. So think about that. Then again, this could be that you are perfectly balanced. And if you are perfectly balanced, this is great. Things are going really well for you. But don't look at things, like I said, don't use a false perception. Don't look at everything as through the rose-colored lensed glasses, okay? Be in the reality, be in the here and now. Don't be in the past, don't be in the future. How are things right now? So make sure, again, that you are focusing on giving and receiving. And some people find it really hard to receive, but, you know, sometimes there comes a point in time in your life where you just need to be able to receive and be comfortable with it, be comfortable in your own skin, and be appreciative, and, be thankful, and, count those blessings of the receiving. So again, it's a balancing act within anything that you do within your job, within your personal life, balancing act of giving and receiving. It's an awesome card. If you chose card 3, you chose the fork in the road. Now, this one has been up a lot lately. It's come through where this card has come up, okay? And right now, we're at a very much of a pivotal point within our lives, and there are several people who are at the fork in the road. Which way do I go? And, I can decipher this card and say this is, be careful because the monkey could be a trickster, but the monkey could lead you. Your higher self is right there. If I look at this card, is right there on the saddle, like ready to carry you. And this is what you need to do. I mean, the wise owl is always perceptive, and the deer, talks about dreams and everything. So when we take a look at this and we're at the fork in the road, really, there is no rush. There is no rush. Listen to your higher self. Trust in your higher self. Let your higher self carry you. Okay? Whether it be, you're contemplating a new job, a move, whether you want to stay in the job, stay where you are, whether you want to start a new relationship, whether you're in a relationship and you don't know, if this is actually it, or maybe you're having an affair and, you know, you think you want to get out of your marriage and stuff. The thing is to stop, take several deep breaths, and really focus on what it is that you want. Where are you at this point? What direction do you want to go? I mean, they're really, um, depending on the choice that you make, yes, there are repercussions. So, you know, they're here to say that you need to be confident in yourself, listen to your higher self, and really weigh your options. There is no rush when it comes to making a decision, as to, you know, another job or anything. I mean, if one comes along and you think it's really good, weigh your options. If that's what you want to go for, then go for it. And do it open mindedly and with confidence. But in the meantime, this card is saying that you're at a fork in the road. I'm telling you that there is no rush in making this decision, even though you might feel that way. It could be, even your own insecurities or fear that might be kicking in. It could be that maybe you're just too anxious. Weigh everything out and see which is going to be the best solution for you and the best choice or the best path for you to take. I know that it's very difficult and it can be kind of scary at times, but sometimes taking that first step is also very, very relieving. So make sure that like I said, weigh all your options, see what it is, see what are the repercussions for taking each path. I mean, there's going to be some hurdles no matter which way you go, but it's time now for you to step out of your comfort zone and to make some major choices within your life. And those major choices are pretty important. So take the time, like I said, to really weigh everything out. Don't make any hasty decisions. And don't let anybody force you into making any hasty decisions. This is your life. You are in charge of you. Listen to your higher self, listen to your guides, and trust and believe. Okay? So, again, the fork in the road. And it's one of those things I think of the cartoon, which way do I go? Which way do I go? And you'll figure it out. You really will. So, take your time. It'll be all right, okay? It'll all is well. Now, I told you that a card kind of jumped out at me and it kind of fell out of the deck and turned face up, and I heard for all. And so this is for everybody, and it kind of does go with all of the cards that are here. And what the angels and your guides want you to know is that time is a man created thing. It, limits and deadlines and having to work within the constraints of a certain time period. That is man created. In the spiritual world and spirituality, there is no such thing as time. The the angels, our loved ones, those who are deceased, there is no such thing as time. They have no concept of time on the other side. And us being spiritual beings with our own spirits, our own souls in a physical human body, there is no such time to our souls and our spirit. Okay, there's no such thing. But in the physical world, we are put into these restraints of time. Now, if we take a look at this and look at all the cards, what they're saying really is there is no rush. There is no rush. Take your time. You know, everything is going to happen and everything's going to come in divine time, okay? In the divine time, meaning when they feel it's right for you. It's not anything that you really can force. You will know when the time is right. Success will come when the time is right. Love will come when the time is right. If it is meant for you, okay, whatever is lined up for you, you are not going to miss it. It is not going to bypass you, okay? You will have it no matter what, okay? It's just that it might not be on your time, it's on their time, it's on spiritual time, okay? So everything is eternal, you know, and within this physical form, you will have what it is that you're looking for and what you need, okay? It's just, it might not be on your time. Just be aware that, you know, when they give us messages or tell us, you know, something is going to happen, we like to think it's going to be right away. But in all actuality, they're reinforcing to you that tick tock, you know, the clock is ticking, whether it be you want another child or you want a first child, and, you know, you feel like your clock is ticking out. No, in the right time, when the time is right, you will have a child. Okay, whether it be one that you conceive or maybe one that you adopt. When the time is right, divine timing. Again, divine timing. So get rid of the time of, you know, what we perceive as to be time and the restraints of what we feel is holding us back or making us rush, okay? No reason, all right? Again, it is man created. In the spiritual world, there is no such thing as time. So when the divine timing is right, things will fall into place. And like I said, you cannot miss out on those things that are meant for you within your life. They're going to happen anyway. So remember that, okay? So everybody take a deep breath. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, really? You know, but in all actuality, yeah, you know, and I look at this and say that the other side can be sometimes more stubborn than we are. And, you know, when we don't wait for that right timing, we can really mess things up. So, again, just take a deep breath. And those of you who lack patience are about ready to learn something. So, take your deep breaths and just enjoy the ride, everybody. And next, we're going to go into our angels. And this week's angel is Archangel Metatron. And it's really interesting because I'm like going through these cards and the reveals earlier, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, which angel? And I heard Metatron, Metatron, Metatron. So I am going to talk about Archangel Metatron, and then we will also talk about the crystal that is associated with Archangel Metatron so that you can, you know, maybe you want to purchase it and carry it around with you, anything like that. I mean, crystals we talked about in the last video have wonderful healing energies and powers, so they're very beneficial to us. But Archangel Metatron is a very powerful angel, and um, he helps teach people how to use their spiritual power for the good. And he's also like the main recorder, God's main recorder, in what we call the Akashic record. And the Akashic record is a it's like a huge book, bigger than us. That actually, if you believe in past lives, has everything about us in our past lives, in our future lives, and as we're doing right now. And he knows exactly all about us and our thinking patterns and everything else. And so he's going to teach us how to get in touch with our higher self and our own intuition and listening to that gut instinct, okay? And what's really interesting is that when he records everything about us, every single little tiny detail about us that we do within our lives. So if you're like a negative thinker, it's being recorded, and he knows this, and he knows that when you're a positive thinker, he's going to record that. He also knows that when you focus too much on the negative, that's you're going to make some poor choices. Whereas if you focus on the positive, you're going to make more positive choices within your life. Okay? So it's really important for us to know this, that he helps us to get in touch with our spiritual power, our spiritual selves. Also, he's really good with children, and especially gifted children, children who have real strong abilities. So it's really important to, understand that Metatron is there, and he's there to help us, which I think is really amazing, as all the angels are. But Metatron really has, um, a little bit extra here when it comes to, teaching us about our intuitive self, okay? And he is actually one of two angels that were actually in the human form, and the other one is Sandalphon. And, they were actually rewarded with ascensions into the archangel realm for the good that they did for others within their physical lifetime. So those are two very unique angels, because most angels have not been in the physical world, like we are led to believe growing up through church or religion or anything like that. Angels most typically have not been here, like I said, in the physical world. They were not in the physical body. But it's really, really interesting with these angels, and especially Metatron, because he is that with, his sacred geometry and the teacher, like I said, of knowing our higher self. So he's really good for people who are in math courses or jobs that include math, like physics, engineering, stuff like that, including teachers. But he also, what is really nice is that he releases and gets rid of the lower vibrating negative energies that most people have within us, or even some attachments. And if we were to call on Metatron, Archangel Metatron, he would show up, his Merkaba, and the Merkaba is very powerful, and it spins clockwise, and it's very forceful. So helps get rid of those lower vibrating negativities that we tend to carry along with us, and helps us to raise to a higher vibrational level, which is what we need. Also, Archangel Metatron is known for working with gifted children, those children who have abilities. Also, if you have a child who is having a difficult time adjusting to social, with social skills, like whether it's school, work, or at home, Metatron can help. Just go ahead and ask Archangel Metatron. So Archangel Metatron is a really cool angel to have, and his colors are like a dark pink and a green, and the crystal is the tourmaline gemstone or crystal, and the astrological sign that he's associated with is Virgo, the hardworking, industrious, inventive, curious, and serious perfectionist. So, what I'm going to do at this moment is I'm going to put up you're going to see the photo of the watermelon tourmaline. And this is the watermelon tourmaline. As you'll see the colors of Archangel Metatron here. The darker pink and the green, both healing colors. And it's really interesting because it does look like sort of a watermelon, and that's hence the name watermelon tourmaline. But if you are looking in for like some healing and clearing of negative energies upon yourself, your negative thoughts, anything like that, if you want to help touch base with your higher self and call in that extra help of Archangel Metatron, what you're going to do is you're going to get a watermelon tourmaline, and it's really a beautiful, beautiful gemstone. And you're starting to see more jewelry, rings and necklaces and earrings, bracelets, stuff like that, being made with the watermelon tourmaline, and it really is beautiful. So if you get an opportunity to get yourself a watermelon tourmaline, go ahead and do it. It has some really good properties, and as you can see, this is kind of a rough cut, but it's really a beautiful stone when it's polished, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So there is a watermelon tourmaline and Archangel Metatron. I want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch these videos, and I hope that it helps. I really do hope that it helps each and every one of you get a little bit more insight to where you're at for the week, where you're needing to go, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of direction. It's my way of giving back to each and every one of you. So I do want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it does mean a lot to me, to be able to help each and every one of you in a time of need or in a time of uncertainty. And it's really important that we all have somebody who can kind of understand and help guide us intuitively, or psychically, anything like that. It's a good feeling to be able to help others. If you would like a little bit more of one-on-one coaching, like intuitive coaching, some counseling, or a little bit of guidance, just a personal reading that's geared more directly towards you with actual um, communication from the other side, feel free to stop on my site at www.angelic-comfort.com and set up your appointment. I do have more daytime hours during the week available at this current time. So if you're interested, I am opening up some afternoon and some evening times during the week during the summer months. So go ahead and stop into the site and set it up. I also have a lot of blog posts and stuff. If you are in New York State or want to go on vacation into Old Forge and the Adirondacks, on August 13th, I will be at the Bigfoot conference that's going to be up there, and that's really going to be interesting. So if you go to that website, which is www.cryptoparacon.com, gives you all the information that you need. I will be up there. I will be talking with several people up there, and I will also be doing individual readings. So make sure, if you want to, plan your trip and come up and meet me in person. So have a great week, everybody, and much love and many blessings to each and every one of you. And I'm proud of you all. Hang in there. You've got this, okay? So take care, everybody. Bye bye.